guys? This is Pete from PeteIsip.com, and I was here eating breakfast, and in relation to how I ate this weekend, it's a lot better. And I don't call it dieting, I call it making the right food choices. So when I talk to Nat, I'm like, yeah, now I think I make better food choices this week in comparison to what we did this weekend, which was tons of barbecue and tons of potato chips and loaded potatoes, cookies and cakes and all that wonderful alcoholic drinks. And all those other things that everyone loves and appreciates. But there's something in the relation to where now people are going to relate feeling guilty with what they did, and now they got to do something about it. And it's a very drastic do something about, which is not a way you want to look at how you eat, and not a way you want to look at how you when you mess up, I guess you could say. And trust me, guys, because I did it. I say it all the time. It's through my own experience that I've learned that was a really bad relationship. I was like, I'm gonna fucking eat everything, and then I'm gonna do really bad things to fucking get rid of whatever bad I did. So now I'll feel better about it, but then I'm just gonna feel guilty again because I did something really bad. So I did two really bad things. I ate like crap, and now I feel like disgusting blob of shit, like a real big disgusting blob of shit. And then I was like, I got an answer, but this is gonna make me feel like an even more disgusting, but not even a blob of crap, just an empty, lifeless person. And it was two bad things that I put together and I related them. And that's what caused my issues. That's what caused me to do what I had to do and doing those things. It was an easy fix. It was easy. Instead of just rewiring the brain and saying, it really wasn't that bad. It's only a day. I'm just going to do right choices. I'm just going to choose the way I'm supposed to live and the way that makes me feel good. And that's it. It's self-love. The message of today is love yourself. It's self-love. And in relation to food, here it is. When you love yourself and you eat well and you choose good sources of food, like I start off the day with a green smoothie with fruits and vegetables, and it's all inside one thing ripped up, and I'm drinking it. And I know that I'm getting these servings of vegetables, of live food that your body needs. Not only that, then I start off on the right foot. Then I make my eggs, and then I have a little bit of brown rice, and I'm pretty much telling you what I eat for breakfast. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing. And then now I feel good, and I feel good about myself, and I continue this. Thank you, Switch. And I continue this self-love act. And then I already have my meals planned out for the day. I'm going to have my ID Life shake afterwards, and then I'm going to have a lunch, and then I'm going to have a little bar, and then I'm going to just post-workout, and then that's it. And then we go to crank, and then I got to make sure I get my meals in there. That's the hardest thing. During work, it's always the hardest thing is to get the meals. And I'm grateful that I have either the meal replacement, and I have coaches that allow me to eat as well. So choosing the right foods and choosing to eat well shouldn't be something you look or frown upon, and shouldn't relate into a way where it's like, I'm doing this because I was so bad. Just choose it because it makes you feel good. I know it's boring and monotonous, but when you eat well and you eat live and you eat natural, you feel good. But when you eat crappy, you feel good for a second, and then you hate yourself. You know what I mean? So try not to relate the hating that you do after you binge or after and just fight. And just know that it's going to be fine. Just don't continue that process and go back to the things that make you feel good. That's why I chose it. I know I'm going to eat bad, and I know I'm going to do things, but I'm not trying to bust my ass running all over the place and trying to burn off calories that really aren't, they're really just in my mind. Because all it really is sodium retention and a lot of water when you step on the scale the next day. Because if you don't continue the pattern of being bad, then nothing is going to happen. You know what I mean? You're going to stay at that stagnant point. Then again, if you're at a plateau and you're trying to cut weight, then I would take away those bad times or minimize the bad times, so there's some type of adaptation in that diet. But we could talk about it another time. All right, guys, this is Pete. Like, share, comment, and definitely let me know what you guys want to talk about. No, sometimes I sit there and talk, I'm like, what am I going to talk about? Because I got nothing. So I'll just, put it up in a whim and hit a brother up. Peace out. This is Pete, PeteSB.com. Not getting yelled at today. Getting loved. Click on this box right here. Subscribe to my channel, guys. Here you're going to get more updates and a lot of stuff for free. And making sure we can get into a lot of discussions day to day. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.